with reference to COVID-19 by Dr. Shankar Ganesh Garu, Assistant Professor in the Department of Performing Arts, SV University. Sir is a dynamic performer of music with 15 years of teaching and research experience. The very highlighting of his research work is he has completed a UGC research program on impact of Carnatic music on the milk yield of Sri Venkateswara Go Samrakshana Sala Tirupati. That is how the music worked as a catalyst in milk yielding, I can say. Like that, sir, along with his regular teaching and research, he performs Carnatic music concerts in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Coming to the topic, the very webinar topic, time to realize the energies and strengths within and surrounding you. I would like to say a few words regarding the importance or significance of music. With the permission of Shankar Ganesh sir. Sir, music is a wavelength of sound. Sound is life. Be experienced, measurable qualitatively if purposed and quantitatively. The very weapon or tool scaling phenomenon to say alive or not alive is music or sound. That is breathing. That is the very first technique to be utilized, whether a person is alive or not. Is it not so? Sound is alive. Music or the sound, the life starts with Omkara, exists with Ghantarava, ends with the same Sankharam, Layam. The human community awakes with the sounds of natural beings like birds, insects, trees, the sounds of winds, the sounds of flows, the sounds of light can be heard, can be seen, perceive, understand, analyze if you want, and to come to the inferences. Is that not the phenomenological interaction in between or among the mind, soul, and body? Okay, bring back to the state of homeostasis of one's a human being. The sound or the music. Music helps and treats and heals in bringing back the homeostasis of one's, if it bit derives or deviates or disturbs for any reason. In the form of hypnosis. What is this, sir? Hypnosis. The very element of the technique hypnosis is the music, the sound, the differential wavelengths of the sound. I believe, as I have gone through the books related on that. And the elderly persons, even doctors, suggest the people who are mentally little bit deviant or disordered for any reason, bodily or mentally, to visit some of the temples or pious places, a different environment, to recharge ourselves, to get ourselves in a very normalized body, mind, and a soul. So like this, for me personally, sound is life, both are music. Music is sound, both are life. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of introducing or sharing my feeling on music. And now I request and I welcome Dr. Shankar Ganesh Garu to experience all the participants with his consent. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Shankar Ganesh Garu, please.
Thank you, madam.
Please.
Thank you, madam.
Please.
My voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Quite.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Bit loud, sir. Bit loud, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. Let me start with a warm wishes of Independence Day. Today is the Independence Day, so I wish every participant a very happy Independence Day. And with the permission of our chairperson and vice chairperson, madam, I would like to start my session with a invocation song, small invocation song with 2 or 3 minutes.
ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇది చదివేటప్పుడు
గజానయుతం నేశ్వరం గజానయుతం గణేశ్వరం శ్రీ గజానయుతం గణేశ్వరం భజామి సదదం సురేశ్వరం శ్రీ గజానయుతం గణేశ్వరం అజేంద్ర పూజిత అజేంద్ర పూజిత విఘ్నేశ్వరం అజేంద్ర పూజిత విఘ్నేశ్వరం గణాది సన్నుత పదపద్మకరం కుంజరవంజన చతురధరహరం కుంజరవంజన చతురధరహరం గురుగుగాగ్రజం ప్రణవగారం కుంజరవంజన చతురధరహరం గురుగుగాగ్రజం ప్రణవగారం దని దపమ పద పమగరి సగరి సని దని సరి సరి గమ పదని సని సరి గమగరి సని సని దని దప దప మగరి సరి గజానయుతం గణేశ్వరం. Thank you, Nandan. I think I am audible.
Sir, sorry for the interruption.
Sir.
Your voice is somewhat low.
Sir, Ganesh sir.
Hello.
Sir, Ganesh sir.
Yes.
Sir, Ganesh sir, నేను మురుషా మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
చెప్పండి
Sir, it is you are audible. Sir, your voice is disturbing, sir. Better to use your earphones, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now. Sir, now it is
Headphones or earphones or earphones or headphones just use, sir.
clear. 1 minute, sir.
Connected, sir. Ear.
Because I am using some microphone,
Sir.
because I think so. 1 minute, sir. Now it is audible. Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, hello. Hello. Now it is audible.
Sir, it is, sir, but it is coming low sound, sir.
Very low sound.
Yes, sir. It's coming low.
Now, sir.
Low voice, sir.
Sir, can you take the mic and speak with your earphones mic, sir?
ఏదో ఒకటి పెట్టమను.
మునిస్వామి సార్ మీరు ఏమైనా మేనేజ్ చేయగలరా వాయిస్ రైస్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవ్వడానికి అందరికి?
No, ma'am. Sir should only take the voice.
Hello? Sir. సార్ హ్యాంగ్ అయిపోయారు సార్ నెట్. సార్ ఒకసారి డిస్కనెక్ట్ చేసి కనెక్ట్ చేయండి సార్. శంకర్ సార్. Yes, sir. మ్యూట్ తీయండి సార్, మ్యూట్ తీయండి సార్. సార్ మీ స్క్రీన్ లో మ్యూట్ తీయండి సార్.
Okay.
నౌ ఆడిబుల్ సార్, నౌ ఆడిబుల్.
Okay.
Now it's okay, sir. Sound is nice.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Start, sir.
Let me come with. Okay. Can
సార్
you
ఒకసారి
still-
పీపీటీ కూడా షేర్ చేయండి. వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఆ పీపీటీ షేర్ చేస్తాను, వస్తుందా?
రావట్లేదు సార్.
పీపీటీ రావట్లేదు సార్.
ఒక్క నిమిషం సార్.
ఇందాక షేర్ చేసినట్టు ఒకసారి చేయండి సార్.
ఆ,
ప్రెసెంట్ నా మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తే మీకు ఒక ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే.
ఎంటైర్
నౌ
స్క్రీన్.
సార్, నౌ సార్.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్, ఫైన్.
Now it is
ఫుల్
coming?
స్క్రీన్ చేయండి సార్.
కమింగ్
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
కమింగ్
ఓకే. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనములు. ఐఎమ్ డాక్టర్ శంకర్ గణేష్, అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ పర్ఫార్మింగ్ ఆర్ట్స్, ఎస్వి యూనివర్సిటీ తిరుపతి. I started my session with an invocation song, but sorry to say some disturbance has occurred. So that's God grace. Let us leave that. Okay, let me introduce a basic of what is music. Everybody knows what is music, but even though I think it is my chapter today is to understand the energy within and surroundings of you. That is very important. So it is my duty, I feel it is my duty to start with a basic introduction, and then we will go for music in health, development of health. Music is the language of emotion. Yes, of course, everybody knows that. Once you hear a song, the mood will change and some emotions will come out. That is true. Music is one of the God-given gifts to humanity. It is finest art form of the fine arts. All the art forms are very fine arts only, and some of the art forms are like Chitrakala and dance, music, or some having some special status in other 64 art forms. Music is, technically speaking, music is a sound, as madam said, a wavelength of sound which comes under a discipline and calculated to excite pleasant feelings of a listener, which is called music. Music is the most natural art form. Why, we will see in the next slides. Music is the most natural art form. To enjoy music, one does not require any detailed knowledge of its science. It means if you hear a song or a music, you can start enjoy, because every human being and every soul has music built with them. That is the truth. And if you start listening a music and you start enjoy, there is no need of detailed knowledge of its science, which raga, which tala, which octave, and what are the keys. No need of the things. To know the things, we can easily start enjoying music on the second we hear it. Music is the proud and privileged accomplishment of a refined person. It elevates the soul. It is one of the greatest joys of humanity and is the most harmless of pleasures. See, some seeking pleasure with alcohol, some taking pleasure with some other drugs, and music is the most harmless of pleasures, and it will give immense joy to the human beings. Music develops the intelligence, imagination, intelligence in the sense of knowing God, intelligence, imagination, and the creative faculties in human being. It appeals to our consciousness. Listening of good music results and helps in the cleaning and purification of mind. As our chairperson quoted on the first day of inauguration function, he quoted a verse from Bhagavad Gita saying that every soul has its intelligence, but lust and other behaviors are shadowing the intelligence like a dust. In the same way, music helps in the cleaning process and purification of mind and make the intelligence flow out. Indian music. According to Indian music, any music trace of its origin is unknown. Unknown means it is unknown. It could have been evolved before humans started to speak a language. Indian music divided into two major divisions that are Hindustani music and Carnatic music. You can see two pictures in the slide. In the left side picture, it is M.S. Subbulakshmi Amma. Along with you, please note the instruments that are Mridangam, Ganjira, from left to right. Mridangam first, Ganjira, and two tamburas, one ghatam player, and one violin player. So this is the setup for entire Carnatic music concert. And in the right side, it is Hindustani music concert. You can see the instruments. First is tabla, and the next one is tambura, and another one is tambura, and another one is harmonium player. Nowadays, they are using some sitar and keyboard also. This is Hindustani music concert structure. Next, origin. Let us see into the origin. Music is the language of the gods. That's what Professor B. Sambamurthy used to quote. It is believed that Indian music originated and evolved from Samaveda. They used to sit around and practice Veda in a monotonic sound, which is called Archiga, and then with dual notes, Gatiga, Samiga with 3 notes, and again Udada, Anudada, Swarita, Swarandhara, and they came into a conclusion with Raga Karahara Priya, which is equal to today's Raga. Today's Raga Karahara Priya, and they mentioned that this is the first Raga which originated. Both the two Indian musical forms are spiritual and sacred in nature. But music also has a folk origin also. References from earlier Tamil music, we get lot of references of origin of music. And they came into a conclusion that Harikamboji is the first scale. You can see here Vedic Pandits are doing Homa, Yaga, and using Veda as Samaveda. And here the folk tribals are using instruments and dancing together. One of the first scales employed by the ancient Tamils was the Mullaipan. It is ancient Tamils, it means ancient tribals. They used the tune Mullaipan, a pentatonic scale. That means pentatonic means 5 notes will be available. That is Sa, Ri, Ga, Pa, Da, which is C, D, E, F, E, G, A in Western notations. Because if you say Sa in Western notation, it is C. These fully harmonic scales constitutes the Raga Mohanam in the Carnatic music style. If today we are singing Mohanam Raga, Sa Ri Ga Pa Da Sa Sa Da Pa Ga Ri Sa. Our Guru used to say that Lord Krishna played this Raga through his flute to attract all the gopikas in his flute. This Raga Moganam, why I am taking this slide means, at this juncture of Indian musical history, a musical party of 80 musicians sent to China and other countries from Kochi, Samarkand, Bukhara, Kashgar from Kashmir to perform in the Chinese court. So still the traces of its the Mohana Raga can be found in Chinese music, and they called it some Bodhisattva music, and Buddha Bhikshus are using the same. And Bhairo music is also there. All are having the same notes, same raga which we are using. And that is the basic scale of Chinese music. And still now, the 5 notes music is very popular in China. Mullaipan. Mullaipan further evolved into Sempalai, that means Harikamboji Raga. Ma and Ni were added, and 7 notes Raga was firstly arrived, that is called Harikamboji. Still, any instrument player or flute player is learning his basics from Harikamboji Raga only. In Tamil music, they used to say Kural, Tuttam, Kaikilai, Ulai, Ili, Vilari, Taram, the 7 basic notes, where in Sanskrit they used to say Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni as 7 notes. Indian music is religiously rooted and added as an integral part of religious activities. Indian gods are associated with musical instruments. We can see Lord Shiva with Damaru, Lord Goddess Saraswati is with Veena, Lord Krishna associated with flute, Nandi associated with Mridangam, and Narada Rishi associated with Tambura. Nadam. Nadam is the basic of music. Nadam, which is, as Madam told, it is Pranavanadam, Omkaram, wherever fully filled in this Prapancha, that is called Prapanjanadam, which is called Pranavanadam. There are 2 types of Nadam is available, Ahadanadam and Anahadanadam. Ahada means created. Anahada means natural. Ahada, we can see the first 3 pictures are Agadanadam. Example for plucking a string and producing a sound. Vibration is called Ahadanadam. And beating a drum with sticks and producing sound, that is called Ahadanadam. And Shankanadam. If you blow air into the Shankam and that sound is called Shankanadam, that is also comes under, but it is there. You can hear the sound of a rain waterfall instance. It will give you a type of Omkara. And again, the waves sound in the seashore gives a hum sound. And next step, from Nadam, the Swaras are evolved. Swara means, in Sanskrit, Swayato Ranchati Swaraha. It means note or sound syllable which is having its own natural beauty. There are more than 200 aksharas we have, and only we take 7. That 7 also decided by earlier rishis, and they fixed these syllables, these alphabets to produce the swaras. Swara, the term, suggests tunefulness. Tunefulness that arises from within, from our soul. Musical notes are pleasing to hear, and music is capable of creating an emotion in the listener's mind. Music is a natural art form. Music notes, why it is a natural art form? Because musical notes originated from the sounds of animals and birds that we have to observe closely. Shadja, that means sa, it is obtained from peacock. The two, peacock will make several types of sounds, but when it is seeing the rainy clouds, it will a hushy sound, which is called compared to Shadja. And Rishabha, obtained from the lowing of cow while calling its calf for drinking milk. To drink, cow will make various types of sound, but whenever it is calling its calf to drink milk, that sound is separate. That vibration is taken for Rishabha. And then Gandhara, it is from the bleat of the goat. Madhyama, Madhyama was taken from the cry of a heron. Panchama, Panchama is the sound taken from Indian nightingale, that is koel. Daivata. Daivata, it is taken from the sound of the horse. Nishada. It is from the sound of the elephant. In earlier days, our rishis used to do tapasya in the forest, and they taken the sounds, compared the sounds with the Prapanchanada, and fixed the wavelength of the sounds to the Pranavanada, and then they found the Saptaswara. That's why sound is very much, the Saptaswara is very much natural, and it is very much coinciding with the human mind, and it is very much attracting the human beings. The presiding deities for the Saptaswaras are Agni, Brahma, Saraswati, Shiva, Vishnu, Ganesha, and Surya respectively. You can see the picture. Human body is made up of 7 chakras. That is Shadja with Mooladhara, Rishabha with Swadhisthana, Gandhara with Manipuraka, Madhyama with Anahata, Panchama with Visuddhi, and Daivada with Agna, and Nishada with Sahasrara. This is the comparative vibrations which affects the body parts. And these swaras, when we are singing Sari Gama Pada Ni, the sound is also used to vibrate the chakras of our body. Then the interesting chapter is Raga. When the 7 swaras are arrived, another chapter which we have to know, that is Raga. Raga is the significant feature of Carnatic music. Every raga, there are a number of ragas, every raga is distinctive and capable of stirring a particular kind of emotion in the mind of listener. Technically, the permutation combination of swaras, which is capable of pleasing the mind of a listener and evoke a particular kind of emotion, is called raga. The Sarigama Padani is 7 swaras, which have 12 swarasthanas and 16 names is there. So this combination, for raga, there is a swara combination. That swara combination will create a particular kind of emotion in the mind of the listener. Some ragas create sokarasa. Each raga in Indian music system depicts a mood. Some are capable to induce the feeling of sadness. Some ragas may create the feeling of sadness. Some ragas, especially the ragas like Shubhapandorali, Mukari, and Kannada, these are the ragas will create the sadness feeling. And some ragas stimulates happiness and joy. Some induces your spiritual feelings, bhakti. It creates bhakti. Like Hindolam, Kapi, Sindhu Bhairavi, some ragas are there. They create bhakti inside you. Some ragas are suitable to be played during sunrise. For example, Bhupalam. Let me give you a small demo. Gapada pa gapada pa gapare gagapa gapada sada sada pa gapada pa gapare gari sada sa. So this is the raga which is called Bhupalam. We can, if we hear it in the morning, you feel very refreshed and your thoughts will get fresh ideas. And some ragas, that is ragas like Malay Mardam, and some ragas are there, that ragas will give some soothing mood to you. Shankarabharanam, Malay Mardam, these ragas give you a soothing mood during sunset time. Some ragas are capable to produce romantic feeling in the human mind. Shrinkara rasa, that is ragas like Kapi, Kamas, and some Behak, some ragas are there. They used to create some romantic feeling in the human mind. And what is Tala? Tala is a main chapter, and it will take more time, but this is a time-bound session, so I'll just introduce what is Tala. Tala means in Sanskrit, Tala, it means clap. Tala is time measure or rhythm cycle. It is like heartbeat of a man for life. Tala tends life for a whole music concert and whole music, you can say. It controls, helps, and beautifies music. It controls the flow of music and helps to flow the music and beautifies the music. It is a series of counts, number of counts made by waving or tapping hand in lap or hands together. See, you can see in the first picture, a village woman who is singing bhajan with the help of cymbals. And in the second picture, this is the type of tala lagu we used to put a clap and counting fingers with measurement. And in the right side, you can see how they are putting in lap tala. So from here, I stop of introducing a general introduction of music. And now we are going into the chapter because our chapter is music and health in other terms. In other words, it is called music therapy or raga sigisha. Music and health in general and related with COVID. That is the topic today. And we are going now jumping into music therapy. Why music can be used as a therapy means, I already told every chakra is having some connection with musical vibrations, and some vibrations are inducing the capacity of that chakra and helps the body to rejuvenate. Music has unimaginable capacity to alter your mood, that we know. Like yoga and pranayama, how yoga and pranayama is helping our physical body as like an exercise, music is also like an exercise for mind and soul. It is 100% of mind and soul only. It enhances the clarity of mind. So it is the very much needed situation now. We are in a confused state, what to do, what not to do, how to do. Music enhances the clarity of mind. Music is a catalyst, as madam said, music is a catalyst of emotional expressions. In music therapy, the therapist help the patient to pick up their health in several domains, like such as cognitive functioning, motor skills, emotional balancing, social and behavioral skill development, quality improvement in life by using all the musical facets: physical, emotional, mental, social, aesthetic, and spiritual. Music therapy is also used in some medical hospitals, cancer centers, alcohol and drug recovery programs, psychiatric hospitals, and correctional facilities. I already told, music therapy is not directly help as like a medicine, but it helps the patient to make up his mind and come out from the illness. What is music therapy in general? Music therapy is a scientific method of effective cures of disease through the power of music. Music therapy restores maintains and improves emotional, physical, and physiological well-being. Raga stimulate the brain, ease tension, and remove fatigue. Of course, music has no language. Music is a universal language, no matter where it is spoken and with what accent, it transcends borders. Understood by instinct rather than by reason, music bypasses the tedious rational process of the brain, reaches the labyrinths of the soul. It directly touches soul because a very fine example is our Tyagaraja Swami Kritis reached all the part of Tamil Nadu and all the part of Kerala, all the part of Karnataka, because they don't know Telugu, even though they very much impressed, and the power of the compositions of Tyagaraja touched the souls of the musicians, and it became very practical. From the earliest days of civilization, music has been used to heal the body and soul, yes, and to express what is difficult to articulate in words. Some of the examples, the ancient Greek philosophers used music for therapeutic purposes. Manic patients were coached to listen to calming melodies of the flute, and persons with depression were instructed to listen to dulcimer hymns. Healing shrines means hospitals, today's hospitals. Healing shrines housed musicians along with physicians. In fact, the music of tales was said to cure persons affected by a plague around 600 BC. In India, it was believed that chanting the Samaveda had a beneficial effect on the mind. There are specific ragas in Indian classical music to evoke a particular mood or state. The raga Neelambari, for instance, induced sleep, and it is widely believed that Amritavarshini precipitated rain. In ancient Sangam literature, there is a quote in Agananuru and Purananuru, Kanjipan, a form of not poetry, it is a pun, means it's a musical verse sung by women to wounded soldiers to alleviate pain. When wounded soldiers listen the song, they used to relieve from pain. Secret of the mantra is mainly our India's problem is we never accept a thing if our colleague or our own citizen or our own guru says. We only accept things whenever America, Russia, Japan, or any other foreign countries put forth that point. It was after Second World War, music therapy was developed in American hospitals and thereby slowly practiced then European. In the West, it is now an accepted form of treatment along with orthodox medical practices. Along with orthodox medicines, this music therapy is also an accepted form of treatment. Music is used in support of psychosomatic disorders, gynecology, oncology, and pediatric treatments. Music stimulates the pituitary gland, and whose secretions influence the nervous system and the flow of blood. Vibration of the cells in the body is necessary for healing with music. And through these vibrations, that the patient's consciousness can be changed positively, which helps to promote his condition. Singing, chanting mantras, and vocal prayer share the power of good vibration, and these vibrations influence system that run our body. Robert Guess, a doctor, explains that auditory system in our body connected to every muscle in the body, and it interacts with cranial nerves that send information from brain. It's believed that the sound vibration, positive vibrations like hearing music will activate the lobes of the brain and secrete the medicinal effects and curing effects and making the mind in a state of peace. In India, there are legends. In Hindustani music, we all know that Tansen, one of the Akbar's Navaratna, he lit lamp with his spectacular presentation of Raga Deepak. Later, he sang Megh Mallar to create coolness. Here the problem is our own musicians, they are afraid of the Deepak Raga. They didn't learn that Raga because of it will create some heat and power, light, fire. So what happened? The Deepak Raga, nobody want to learn. And then they never learned that, and slowly the Raga became an absence. Swami Haridas, the saint musician and poet who lived in the 16th century, who is the guru of our Tansen, who lived in the 16th century, reportedly sang a raga from Hindustani classical music to cure Queen of Emperor Akbar from some illness. Pandit Omkarnath Tagore, doyen of the Gwalior Gharana, is supposed to have cured Benito Mussolini, leader of Italy's National Fascist Party, of insomnia while on a trip to Italy. During the same visit, the legendary singer is believed to have broken into the mellifluous strains of Raga Kafi to calm down a ferocious lion in a Kabul zoo. So these are some hints I gave as an examples. Long ago, we have proofs of music can be used to do miracles in human beings, but till date, it is under research only. In this picture, you can see some of the saints who do miracles with music. In the very first picture, there are 4 members. They are called Thevaram Quartet. Thevaram is a composition which is composed during the Bhakti movement of India. Thevaram Quartet, it means Tirunjana Sambandar, Tirunavukarasar, and Sundarar, Manikya Vasagar. All these 4 are composed Thevaram and do many miracles. For example, I would like to say some Tirunjana Sambandar. He do many miracles as like he cured the Madurai king's stomach pain, severe stomach pain, with rendering some Thevarams. And Tirunavukarasar, next to Tirunavukarasar. This Tirunavukarasar once went to a temple to have darshan, and he saw were made in the name of him. He was wondered who made this. Then he asked nearby, someone says this man made this. Then he asked, do you know who is Tirunavukarasar? No, I don't know. Then I am Tirunavukarasar. He introduced himself, and then he asked the man to his home for food. Requested Tirunavukarasar, Swami, you please come to my house and have food. At that time, the son of Appudiyadigal, his name is Appudiyadigal. Appudiyadigal's son was bit by a snake and he died. On seeing the dead body, this Tirunavukarasar sang a Thevaram in Pan Indalam, which is called in Nadanama Kriya, today's Raga. And the boy wake up from, he relieved from the poison and wake up like he wake up from the sleep. And this was happened to Sundarar also and Manikya Vasagar also. And again, in the next picture, Annamaya. Annamaya Garu, that it is no need to explain what are the miracles he has made up of through music. Next one is Purandaradasa. They lived with music and they experience God inside with them and they do so many miracles. In Mirabai's case, we can find out how music, she used music to stop the poison worked inside her body. And next one is Sant Tukaram, Jayadeva, Uthukad Venkata Subbayar. He got back his eyes back, and when he was suffering with blindness, and once he sang some Alaipai they sang to in front of God, and God gave back his eyes. Next, Jayadeva and Trimurtis. Trinities, their life history is very popular and everybody knows. That is Shyama Sastri. Tyagaraja's life, he made fire again with Jyoti Swarupini Raga. And Muthuswami Dikshidhar sang Amrita Varshini Raga and made rain in dry areas. There are some glimpses from earlier literature. We came to know that a mad elephant was controlled by the lute instrument, yawl player named Udayanan. A story in Agananur, that means in earlier literature, that same Kurunjipan was sung by the wife of the watcher and it made the elephant to sleep. The elephant came to eat the millet crop, and what happened after hearing that song, the elephant gone into sleep. In Purananuru, the Vilaripan, the tune in the battlefield near the wounded warriors, soothes the wounds and helps them to get some sleep. The influence of flute music narrated very beautifully in Bhagavatam. If anybody have the verse, they can enjoy. The ear of this flute song and their calls simply stand stunned. The milk they have been drinking from their mothers udders still in their mouth. The birds take shelter of the branches of these trees and close their eyes, listening to the song of Krishna's flute with rapt attention. This shows the power of flute music, how influenced the birds, cows, and gopikas. In Tevaram, Tirunavukar saved the life. That's only earlier told. Ondru kolam avar sindai in Nadanamma Kriya Raga. Many diseases like stomachache, cold, fever, snake bite, etc., cured through the power of music. Tevaram compositions are the authenticated earlier references for music therapy and its various applications. Because very much authenticated, we can say, in the Tevaram hymns itself, it is mentioned for Vichiroga, Tummalod Arundhiyar. It means sneezing and cold. And some is for fever. Some songs are for fever. And some songs are for stomachache. So it is deliberately written for that sickness. And they got ailment through the help of God. The ultimate aim of music is to help to realize self. Literature regarding Indian classical music is replete with stories expounding curative properties of music of the land. Whether fact or fiction, we don't know. One cannot deny the effect of music as on body, mind, and spirit. Musicologists call it an expressive tool that has a therapeutic impact on people's physical and mental health. That exposure to a raga induces a sense of well-being and raises the mind to a new level of consciousness is well known. Consciousness means knowing thyself. Knowledge means knowing thyself. Music helps to know God. That is called knowledge. Now we are coming to music therapeutical practices which are going in India. Dr. Bhaskar Gandekar is a well-known practitioner of Indian music, got a PhD in music therapy. He is the first authorized music therapist of India in 1993. You see, in America, they formed Music Therapist Association in 1950s. And before from 1900 onwards, they are doing research, and they came to form an association in 1950. And in India, we are very late, and at least now, 1993, they started the very first Dr. Bhaskar Gandekar. And now, Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji is doing some great works in the field of Nada Sigicha. The music is without miracles, it gets tuned to our nervous system. The child is crying. If a child is crying, everybody can experience it. If a child is crying, if you keep on singing, the child automatically go to sleep. There are particular tunes, particular ragas, and particular instruments. You know about flute, about violin, about tabla. There are so many instruments are there, like guitar, saxophone. Each instrument has some qualities. When you join the instruments, which nowadays is called orchestra, if you individually hear the music, it has one impact. And if you together put all the instruments together and you hear, it is called orchestra, and it has another particular quality. You can compare each instrument with a doctor. If some doctors are specialized with the nervous system, and some for the stomach, and some for the heart. A general doctor is called a physician. Like this, each instrument is specialized for different nervous systems. Studies have suggested that music can have various benefits such as relaxing muscle tension, reducing chronic pain, recall past events like from Alzheimer's disease, reinforcing reality, relieving from anxiety, relieving from depression. Raga Research Center that is formed in India, South India, claims that Shankarabharanam helps to cure mental illness, Ananda Bhairavi helps to reduce post-operative pains and hypertension, Bilahari helps in reducing stomach-related problem, it is the reason why it creates a natural taste inside me on music. As well as internal preferences we have for rhythm, melody. Some like slow rhythm, some like fast rhythm, melody, timbres, arrangement or lyrics. Some like songs, vocal songs, some like instrumental music. The inner feelings and emotions of every individual differ according to the music they hear. Music therapy requires intense concentration and meditation on sound. It needs more concentration. Therapist can only identify the select raga for a particular disease, and it should be played in a particular time of a day. Therapists have examined the patient for a certain level and understand his psychology, and then only he can recommend a raga or a song to hear in a particular time of a day. Just like yoga, music also rules and regulations. In a receptive mind, music can do miracles. As like in a receptive soul, we can feel God's presence. Human mind is very much predetermined. That is the problem. It is very much predetermined. Some want to hear only M.S. Subbulakshmi Amma, and some want to hear only S.P. Balasubramanian. Some will accept only Lalgudi Jayaraman sir, and some will accept only cinema songs. and some will accept only Janapada Gita. That is the problem. Our mind is very much predetermined and preoccupied and give always least importance to the minute sound vibrations which has positive impacts. What is happening in our houses is nowadays, TV is kept on full sound. At any time it will, the sound pollution is coming, and we are doing our work with, on hearing that sound with heavy drum sounds and very force sounds, and we are doing our work with less concentration, and that is the cause. Here it is given, we have to give importance to the minute sound vibrations. Positive vibrations are there. So the positive vibrations we have to observe, and we have to concentrate on that, and then only it will work out in our body. Patience is required to listen to peaceful music and to get all the benefits out of it. Patience is very much required. So what is happening, if we hearing some music, at least we have to schedule our life, and we allot some time to hear some music for half an hour by not doing any other work, only concentrating on hearing music. But what is happening? Music will play and we will do our work. And it is hearing, but it won't work. So here, I am giving a list of some ragas which are related with some diseases. Ahir Bhairav, related with indigestion, rheumatic arthritis, and hypertension. These are Hindustani ragas, and again Carnatic ragas is also coming. Asaveri, to build confidence and low BP. Bhagesri, insomnia. Basant Behar, gallstones. Bhairavi, rheumatic arthritis, sinusitis. Beam Palas, anxiety and hypertension. Chandrakaunts, anorexia and heart ailments. Darbari, sedative, easing tension. Darbari Kannada, headache and asthma. Deepak, indigestion and anorexia. Hyperacidity. Gurjari Todi, cough, it cures cough. Ganakali, rheumatic arthritis, constipation, headache, piles or hemorrhoids. Hindol, rheumatic arthritis, backache, hypertension. Jaunpuri, intentional gas, diarrhea, constipation. Jijavandi, rheumatic arthritis, diarrhea and headache. Coffee, sleep disorders. Kausi Kannada, hypertension and cures common cold. Kedar, headache, common cold, cough, asthma. Kamaj, sleep disorders. Madhuvanti, piles or hemorrhoids. Malcones, intestinal gas, low BP. Marva, indigestion and hyperacidity and anemia, hypertension. Puriya Dhanasri, anemia. Ramkali, colitis and piles or hemorrhoids. Shri, anorexia, common cold, cough, asthma. Shuddh Sarang, anorexia, gallbladder stones. Sham Kalyan, cough, asthma. Sohani, headache. Yaman, rheumatic arthritis problems. Tilak, Kamod, Amsadwani, and some ragas that relaxation and easing tension, pleasing effect to nerves. Bhupal Todi, high blood pressure. And next is our Carnatic ragas, and that means South Indian music ragas. Navroj, it helps to ease stomach pain. Varali, Vada related problems and arthritis. Shankarabharanam, diabetic levels reduction. Ananda Bhairavi, it used to pain relief and stress relief. Riti Gaula, reduced blood pressure. Sindhu Bhairavi and Begada cures low BP. Nadanamakriya cures stomach pain. Aberi, positive thinking. Abogi induces sound and peaceful sleep. This Aberi will help in removing suicidal thoughts also. Amrita Varshini, cured diseases caused because of excess heat. That means body heat. Bhairavi helps in strengthening kidneys. Arabi rejuvenates one's mind. Bilahari suitable for love. Chakravaham bringing down high BP, Amsadvani, nausea, Vachaspati, sinus block, Natai Kundalavarali, used to cure asthma, Ganamurti Nalina Gandhi, diabetic cure, Sivaranjani induces memory power, Madhyamavati neurological problems and reduces paralytic giddiness. Behag, Kannada, Coffee and Neelambari helps to bring deep sleep in children and also adults. Karahara Priya relieves tension, nerve irritability, neurosis, worry and stress. Gastritis and help in purification of blood. Saranga cures Pittaroga and Natapayravi cures headache and psychological disorders. Punnagavarali and Sahana controls anger, bring down violence mood. Dijavandi subdue paralysis and sick order of mind. Ganamurti helps in reducing diabetics. Kapi helps to get over depression, anxiety, reduces an absence of mind. Ranjani related with Radhipati Priya adds strength and vigor to a happy wedded life. Helps in eliminate poverty also, it is believed. Removes bitter feelings from mind. Shanmukha Priya induce courage and replenishes energy in mind. Hamir Kalyani brings down BP to normal. Brindavana Saranga helps in improving wisdom, knowledge and joyfulness. Here, I would like to point out, if you suggest a medicine, you take the medicine along with music, then slowly the power of medicine can be reduced according to the improvement of health. I can't say music will directly treat a patient of having some chronic diseases, but it helps your brain to accept the fact and create some orders in your body and create some hormones to come out from your body organs to face and oppose the pains and other symptoms to come down. Thank you. I would like to conclude this session at this level, and if any doubts, please, from our audience.
Excuse me, Shankar Ganesh garu.
Madam.
We are only half filled. No, I thought of to hear some of the practical ragas from your.
Yes, madam. But the time, I think so, time is running very fast.
At least one, sir, at least.
Definitely, madam. That's why I started it from. So let me sing.
Sir, marvelous, Shankar Ganesh, sir.
Thank you, madam.
No words to express my overwhelming joy. Thanks with lots of affection and respect, sir. And I'm not a right person even to talk on music without having any sort of practice. But still, I know we are from, being invited in so many functions and all, sessions and all we have. But we, on behalf of the participants also, no, I don't disturb you. I don't want to disturb you. But if you are ready or prepared well to make us joyous with some 1 or 2.
Yes, madam, definitely.
Please, sir.
I'll try.
Please. If you don't mind, if you are prepared enough.
Yes, madam.
You are also must be happy and willing to make us happy, not forcible.
வெங்கடாச்சல நிலையம் வைகுண்டபுரவாசம் வெங்கடாச்சல நிலையம் வைகுண்டபுரவாசம் பங்கஜநேத்ரம் பரமபவித்ரம் பங்கஜநேத்ரம் பரமபவித்ரம் சங்கசக்ரதரஜின்மய ரூபம் வெங்கடாச்சல நிலையம் வைகுண்டபுரவாசம். అంబుజోదవ వినోదమ గణిత గుణనామం అంబుజోదవ వినోదం అగణిత గుణనామం తుంబురు నారదగాన విలోలం తుంబురు నారదగాన విలోలం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైగుంఠపురవాసం. మకర కుండలధార మదన గోపాలం మకర కుండలధార మదన గోపాలం భక్త పోషక శ్రీ పురందర విఠలం భక్త పోషక శ్రీ పురందర విఠలం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం వైకుంఠపురవాసం వైకుంఠపురవాసం. Okay, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. And shall we ask any one or two clarifications from participants, sir?
Yes, madam. Definitely, madam.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. Anybody, any directly related clarifications from the speaker, Dr. Shankar Ganesh garu, from the participants, if you have any. Otherwise, we'll go to end of the session. Okay, it seems now. Shall we go to close down the session? Muniswami garu?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Please. Rahi, who is there?
Hello, ma'am.
Tejasri, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Speak up.
A very good morning, ma'am, and happy Independence Day to the respected Lakshmama ma'am, Muniswami sir, and Dr. J. Shankar sir. I have no words about the full webinar from the starting to till today, ma'am. I am a student, but I enjoyed the webinar like a movie. First day, Kavitra Tiwari ma'am made me realize what we need to eat in the present situation which we are facing. And the second day, Vanjakshima ma'am gave us an excellent speech which made me to start doing yoga and get up me at early in the timing. Third day, Dr. Rekha ma'am and Raghu Mohan Jha taught me about yoga, kitchen remedies and COVID-19 pandemics impacts and impact of COVID-19 in higher education. On fourth day, Krishna Santoshi ma'am taught me about Ayurveda, and today Dr. J. Shankar Ganesh sir made me realize music is important in our lives and in our for the whole body. And thank you very much, ma'am, for Lakshmama ma'am for giving this wonderful opportunity to the students also and know about the importance in our body. I very what will say I'm not getting words about this webinar, ma'am, from starting till today. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, but you have taken my role in explaining the sessions, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, thank you, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Happy Independence Day to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
శంకర్ గణేష్ గారు
Wish you the
చెప్పండి.
same.
గణేష్ గారు
చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు
శంకర్ గణేష్
చెప్పండి
చెప్పండి.
చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు, త్వరగా చెప్పండి.
నమస్తే చాలా ఎక్సలెంట్
చెప్పండి సార్. థ్యాంక్స్.
ఎక్సలెంట్ అండి ప్రెజెంటేషన్
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ప్రెజెంటేషన్ బాగా చాలా బాగుంది
థ్యాంక్ యూ
ఇన్ఫర్మేటివ్ గా
సార్.
ఉంది
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
అట్లే అంతా కవర్ చేశారు
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
తర్వాత ఏ డిసీజ్ ఏ మ్యూజిక్ బాగా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేస్తుందని చెప్పారు
అవును సార్.
తర్వాత అదేవిధంగా పార్టిసిపెంట్ తరఫున కంగ్రాచులేషన్ చెప్తూ థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తున్నా. వెరీ గుడ్ గా
Thank
ఆర్గనైజ్
you, sir.
చేశారు.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Sir, and let me say a few words. Then Professor Munuswamy concludes the session with giving thanking words to all of us. Okay, I thanks a lot to Lord Sripati for providing me this opportunity of conducting webinar on this kind of topic, because I never thought of I can do like this. And we, myself, Munuswamy Garu, the esteemed speakers and participants, respected participants, all of us are the elements of this divine program, Daivakarya, I thought of. Okay, I thanking to the government of Andhra Pradesh and Chairman Professor K. Hemachandra Reddy Garu, Chairman of Council for Higher Education Andhra Pradesh, and total Lapshi family, my assistant Srikant and others, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, MHRD, Government of India, New Delhi. Professor Munuswamy Garu is a studious professor. First of all, he only initiated me, madam, shall we do anything, any webinar like that? Okay, why can't let us do something on a constructive way? I have accepted and planned. He's the director of Population Research Center, Andhra University, and the higher-ups of Andhra University. I thank a lot. And the technical, very technical team of Andhra University Computer Center, Director Ramasudha Garu, Vamsi and all, by name everyone. And a very, very important element or community or the, who made this program a grand success is my beloved esteemed speakers, subject experts who honored and toiled for this preparation of this task immediately without taking a fraction of moment. Immediately when I requested them, they said, okay, nothing I have done. In fact, they only prepared and presented as participants also expressed. So, Virandariki Satakoti Vandanalu. Then I would like to say this in my own mother tongue. Satakoti Vandanalu. Really, they are the minds of my mind. They are the minds of my mind. Thanks a lot. And the key element of not only this program, any program, as I have already expressed, is the participants, the community of participants, and their enthusiastic, continuous participation. Dhanyavadalu andi mi andariki dhanyavadalu. And then here at this juncture, I would like to quote a comment mailed to me through PRC Visakhapatnam. She is from Pondicherry, Tripura Sundari Garu. Thank you, madam. I would like to pronounce this as she has expressed, sir. I thank God for giving such a wonderful opportunity. Excellent resource persons. All the topics are interconnected, but each one's presentation was unique. Very simple, clear, and neat presentation. I really thank you from the bottoms of my heart for you have taken pain to bring all the experts under the same roof. Really, I did not have any pains. All pains went to speakers and participants only. Thank you, Tripura Sundari Garu, for your feedback provided to us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you are here only. And the another important is considering the current situation, COVID-19, this e-learning, e-webinar organization, participation and all, though it is a forcible learning, as necessity is the mother of invention, we have learned all this e-processing, and for this, hats off to COVID, I would like to say. Otherwise, we could not, isn't it? This is my personal opinion. Hats off to COVID. Otherwise, we could not do all this like this by using electronics and all. With this, I request Professor Munuswamy Garu to say, to conclude the session in the form of vote of thanks. Sir, please, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So today is the last session is completed. So end of the program.
No, sir, this is not last session. Entire
No,
program
today.
ever
Yes,
beginning
ma'am.
and ever ending, continuous, under
Yes,
the
ma'am.
sky, on the earth, as long as human being exists. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yeah,
Please.
thank you, ma'am. Respected Professor T. Lakshmama, Vice Chairperson, Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education, and coordinator of the webinar, distinguished resource persons, participants, teachers, students, research scholars, guests, and my dear friends. Good afternoon to one and all. It's my great pleasure to propose vote of thanks to this noble gathering on behalf of APSI, Population Research Center, Department of Statistics, Andhra University. I would like to express our profound gratitude to Professor K. Hemachandra Reddy Garu, Chairman, Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education, attended and graced the event as President. Once again, we thank you, sir. I am especially thankful to Shri D.K. Oja, Deputy Director General, Statistics Division, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, New Delhi, for attended the inaugural event of the webinar as guest of honor. Thank you, sir. We are thankful to the Vice Chancellor, Andhra University, Visakhapatnam, Professor Research Center. We are thankful to Professor V. Also thankful to the Registrar Acharya Nagarjuna University, Professor K. Rosai Garu, for his encouragement and actively participated in the webinar. Thank you, sir. We are thankful to the esteemed resource persons. Now we are celebrating or conducting the valedictory event because of their lectures. So I'm extremely thankful to the Dr. V. Vanujakshama, Department of Cardiology, WIMS, Tirupati, Dr. Kathy Tiwari, Nutritional Specialist, UNICEF, Hyderabad, Dr. J. Shankar Ganesh, Department of Performing Arts, SV University, Tirupati, Dr. R. Rekha, Nutritionist and Food Columnist, AU, and Dr. M. Krishna Santoshi, MD, Consultant Pediatrician, Dr. U. Mohanja, Senior Consultant, Statistics Division, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, New Delhi. Now, it's time to express my gratitude and sincere thanks to the webinar coordinator, Professor T. Lakshmam Garu, for taking a lot of interest to conduct 1 week webinar from 10th to 15th August 2020 within a short span of time. Actually, my proposal is to start on 17th of August, but Madam said once we decided we start early for good event. So thank you, ma'am, for encouraging to conduct this 1 week webinar. Actually, this is the first time we are conducting a series of talks like in the 1 week. So in spite of a small technical issues, I hope we conducted smoothly. So I thank you, ma'am, for your support.
Let us thank each other.
Yeah. Energetically to conduct this webinar in the situation of pandemic COVID-19. We are very much thankful to all the APSI members for their support to the webinar for smooth conduct. I am very much thankful to Professor K. Srinivasarao, Principal, College of Science and Technology, for his encouragement and continuous support to the Department and the Population Research Center. I am also thankful to our faculty members, Professor K. Nirupama Devi and Dr. L. Venkateshwar Rao, Department of Statistics, for their support. I thank to the Anjali Rawat, Deepshi Karora, Raju Ahuja, Statistics Division, Ministry of Health and Family Welfares, okay, to invite our guest of honor. So we are very much thankful to Professor K. Ramasudha, Honorary Director, Computer Center AU, and her team, Manikanta, Vamsi Krishna, and Surendra, and other technical support. So they are cooperated very much to conduct this event for technical supports. Every day they are sending YouTube link and all other support. Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful support to conduct this event. In future is also we are conducting with your support. I am thankful to the research officers of Population Research Center, Dr. C.S. Suribabu, Dr. K. Srinivasa Rao, Vijay Krishna, K. Nagendra Kumar, and office staff Apparao and Prasad Rao. Finally, I thank all the distinguished participants, teachers, research scholars, students, speakers, guests, and my dear friends for attending the program to make a grand success.
And you are going to be provided with e-certificate, I think, shortly.
Yeah, I'm thankful to the print and electronic media. Thank you, one and all. Right, shortly we will provide e-certificate to the active participants. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sir, tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ సార్ పార్టిసిపేట్ తరపున
Sir, tell me, sir.
నేను
చెప్పారా ఓకే
చెప్పేసాను వెంకట్రావు గారు is going to say something. No, then okay. Let us